Gentlemen, this Taliyah player is absolutely decimating the Korean server. There's rumors it's an oceanic prodigy. And look at this win rate, 84% win rate on Taliyah. He is stomping every single game he's in. I translated the name, and I think it comes out to Beast Man Big Neck. I don't really know who this player is, but today we're going to jump on the riff and break down his gameplay. Please subscribe to my channel, gentlemen. I just saw my grandma. She said, "Hey, Drew, how's the YouTube going? I saw you're not even at 500,000 subscribers yet." Okay, Grandma. Boys, please, let's prove Grandma wrong. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy my content. Hit that little sub, hit a thumbs up, and I'd really appreciate it. Jumping into game now, and if you didn't realize it, the Taliyah is actually myself in Korea right now. I'm going to be doing a little bit of review of my own gameplay. I do love the Taliyah. I had to flash early here, so in Korea, every single game, I will run straight down mid. I watched this in a Dopa video. I'll run straight down mid and protect the invade. Because in Korea, all they do is invade. So because Taliyah is so fast, I will be here first and I'll check if they're going in here. If they're not going in here, I'll slide in and check here. Instantly, my entrances are covered. This entrance, maybe, if I don't see anybody, I'll ping, ping, ping. Taliyah, for me at the moment, I think it's a very underrated mid laner. One of the best underrated mid laners in the game. It's a little bit awkward to play, but it's very good in a meta where there's so many dash type champions. This game, there's not that many dashes. There's only Nyla, Nautilus kind of, Cassante kind of, but like when I play in Korea, a lot of the players are trying to play things like Lee Sin. They're trying to play Kai'Sa, Pyke. Like they're just playing aggressive picks with lots of dashes. I'll put an E out and they'll kill themselves in game. Simple as that. Rune page, guys. I go first strike, boots. I go Minion Demon. Approach Velocity is an interesting one. I copied it off of this EU player called Odysseus. He's a challenger mid lane US Taliyah player. And I practiced it, and it kind of feels like old Phase Rush. You forgo Cosmic Insight, though, so it's a little bit of I'm still a little bit of trialing. They go Celerity. Obviously, Taliyah has a lot of movement speed. I go Cosmic Drive later, helps out. And then Scorch, just to give my lane a little bit more of a punch. In the early game, I try and shove the wave and get as much info as I can. Usually I'll try and get a ward over here. You can see Nautilus hovering. I come up, put a ward, and then I'll hover towards the ward. Nautilus tried to cheese something here. I didn't even know that. Disgusting cheeser. Level 2 gank midder. That's gross. And then you pretty much just sit back. The times you can't. And right here, I knew I wanted the wave to, because I had no flash, I wanted the wave to come back into me. So I stood on the wave, so Taliyah queued. Then when, so Cassio queued, and then it would push the wave back into me, so I didn't have to extend with no flash. You don't want to pick Taliyah when the enemy team picks Zed, picks Katarina, things like this. You simply just can't play Taliyah. You need to play it into specific comps or ban things. So at the moment, I'm banning Zed, and if they pick something like Cat, I'll just dodge. As you can see. Jace got that first blood. You'd think he would have snowballed, but come back in. Wave's starting to push into me. And your goal early is to not miss a single farm. TP back with a tier. And then just scale into the mid game. You're not a champion on Taliyah until around about level 9 these days. Nyla pops off with a kill of her own. I'm pretty sure they did the most insane dive here. Watch this. I didn't actually see this. Leona tanks. Nyla tanks. They all lived, bro. At this point, I was kind of stressing because it's Taliyah mid. I can't really do much in the early game. But it's fine. Always playing Fridge Lord Taliyah. I love it. The animations feel good. Pool Party Taliyah is also good. Samsung's okay. And you can see the Maokai setting up here. This gank was pretty good. I remember I let the Cassio overextend. And then I slowly moved up, put the E. She didn't expect the flick. She should have, if she didn't flash that, like she needed to insta-flash, didn't do it. This is around about Diamond MMR. And just weave the autos. I didn't have flash anyway. She absolutely griefed that. And then I think I hard shove. Oh, that's right. The Nautilus overextended. Get this wave in. No mana. I have to back here. Sitting on 1,300 gold. Usually, I'll just go straight Lost Chapter. I won't get the tier early. You don't need it. If you don't have the 400 and you have enough for Lost Chapter, just... If you have enough for Lost Chapters, grab it. I'm still kind of debating whether I need to go tier on Taliyah. I can farm it over 10 per minute every game if I do it, but stacking it, obviously, you're already going to scale. So we just shove these waves through. So last career trip, I got to 400 LP Grandmaster. But that was on old Taliyah. That was on pre-reworked Taliyah. I think I played... Taliyah was my most played, followed by Zoe, I think. I think Taliyah probably my most played this trip, followed by Zoe once again. I'm not going to play any Vex this trip. I don't think Vex is that good in the meta. She just gets kind of stomped by most mids. You can only really pick Vex if enemy team picks something like Katarina. LeBlanc is okay, but even a good LeBlanc will shove Vex with the static shiv and then you're screwed. We are just absolutely chilling here. I saw the Nautilus on that ward there, so I just slowly moved up. And I think I just go for the long range R. R in. And just E that. Take that kill. Get the flick. And you can see. Pretty sure I give this over to the Jace. Oh no, I actually tried to take it. Get the blue buff. And then I'll just speed back into the mid lane. Set this Jace up for success. 2-0 start for the Jace. So at the moment, Taliyah mid is... Wait, did Malco freeze that for me? What a good guy. Taliyah mid, the win rate, I think, is like 50 or 51%. So it's not that bad, but it's more of an OTP. The pick rate for Taliyah mid is like under 2%, I think. Maybe even under 1%. It's pretty gross how underplayed it is. Why do you guys think that is, that Taliyah doesn't get played? Is it because it feels awkward, or is it because it's boring to play? Like, people just don't get any excitement out of it. There was a point there where Taliyah was one of the most picked champs in the mid. Season 7. There's just like a lot of small things that you need to know for it to make this champ work. Me and the EUS challenger guy, there are only 2 mids in high elo that I know that even play the champion after the rework. In my opinion, if a rework happens and the champion's play rate doesn't increase, then it's a failed rework. Because Taliyah before the rework was terrible win rate. They reworked her. Pick rate doesn't... No one plays her anyway. It's kind of like... I still think it's kind of unsuccessful. Does the champion feel better? Yes, slightly. But the whole identity was changed, so... Here you can see, on track for 10 CS per minute. Still don't have the tier, so... Need to start stacking that soon. The Nico play rate's getting lower, apparently. Yeah. They released Nico way too strong. Like, Nico, I think rework is cool. It's very unique rework. But they also, on top of that, released her as the strongest mid laner on the patch, so... Give some big nerfs, and then people are gonna stop playing it. The novelty wears off, probably. So I had Flash here, so I just started perma-shoving the waves in. My bot lane, bro. I remember seeing these two, and I'm just like, this... They were so doomed. On Taliyah pre-9, by the way, you're not really looking to roam. You gotta get the idea of... You gotta get the idea of roaming out of your head on Taliyah. You think of more of things like Kassadin, like Syndra, where you're just setting up mid lane, looking for levels, looking for plates. Like a tower shot for no reason. And hard wave clear. You can see what happened with that static shiv. If you can just perma one-shot waves and wave clear over and over again, you just have so much priority in the mid lane where I can shove this guy in. We know exactly where she is. I'll get a base here. 2100 gold. I had the outright Ludens by here. That's right. But don't go Leandries. Can't remember. I think I went Leandries because they had Leona, Nautilus, and Cassante. They had 3 tanks. I usually like Ludens, but I think if they have 2 to 3 tanks, I'll debate going Leandries. Also, you can see minion demons used on 1 of every type of minion. Funnily enough, I used to just spam this and not really think about it. And then Baus did a review on me. And he said, look at this noob. He uses minion. Maybe I should have flashed that. He uses minion demon on the same creeps. What a noob. Because of course, the first creep you use it on, you get 6% increased damage. And then it falls off. Like the next is 3%. The next is another like 1% or something. It just completely falls off. So I changed that in my gameplay. And I improved a little bit. I'm not going to lie. It helped me out. Now it feels like I'm clearing wave a little bit faster. So I shoved that in, got the huge roam off here down in the bot lane. Ult in. Put that E in the middle of the team fight. Nobody can dash. Gnarly goes in. We get that kill. We track down this silly little Nautilus. I think he might have flashed. Yep. And I can't remember what I did. Did I dive here? Oh, this idiot. I don't know if that E triggered or it was just a burn there, but I get the base in 400 bounty, 10 CS per minute here. And I've already got a 2,000 gold lead over the Cassio. Like I get tier at 11 minutes though, which is kind of shit, but it is what it is. I remember thinking of this game, the game had been won. I thought it was like 100% won. Just Cassio started getting a little bit lippy here, moving into me. Taliyah does so well into Cassio. Anything like mid to long range, Cassio really struggles with. She does very well in a short range champ, so Taliyah, she has to flash to get on top of you, and that's exactly what she did here. I kind of knew that she might be looking like over here, and I just completely disrespected it and egoed for no reason, and I gave over huge bounty. Like it was... That puts the gold back into there, like almost back even, and like mistakes like that can cost me the game. So I need to stop doing just greedy shit like that for no reason. Nakai tries to freeze the wave for me. Khan absolutely clutched into the bot lane. Maokai trying to help out. Good guy. I don't mind Nautilus jungle. If you pair it with a good mid laner, it's possible, but I think in solo queue, it's not that great. So I finally come down and grab this ward for myself. Thank you very much. And just spam and get... Just spam and get your reworked ground up the front. I love to get it like really deep. I think it's bugged there. You can't really see. Just spam it. It's literally on no cooldown. You can see Nautilus. 3 of them moving through. I love having a couple of worked grounds just sitting there. Ready to go for just an AoE slow. If I need to like get a counter to a gank or something. Because you just have no... You can see there. It's like 0 cooldown. Up, push the wave, make sure Cassio can't kill me. Grab one. And at this point, I know I'm gonna all in her. Just wait for the Leandry's burn, and then just wait for it. I think that should have probably. I think that probably should have stunned me. I don't know. That looked a little bit like I was R-ing and then I clicked off and then it didn't get me. Very lucky. But yeah, shove this in. And this is what I love about reworked Taliyah, that you couldn't do on old Taliyah because there's no AoE. You couldn't farm. My old Taliyah, I averaged like 6 CS per minute. This one at the moment, I'm averaging 9 per minute. This Nautilus thought he had me. Do you ever see the enemy jungler just spam them like this? Even if you can't kill them, taking them down low means like after this camp, he now needs the base and he can't be more active on the top side, if you know what I mean. Like this, it's so important to do it. As around about now, 14, 15 minutes, I really want to drop into the side lane here. I want to open up and then cut across with ult. Sell the refillable. I had Dark Seal this game. I don't normally go Dark Seal. I really don't like it. I don't like Medjai's. What are we running with? We had about 3k gold lead. It's clearing waves. You just QE spam. It's quite easy. The only champion that I've versed that can keep up with mid-game clear is Static Shiv LeBlanc. I don't think there's anything else that can keep up with the Taliyah clear. Maybe like an Anivia and stuff like that. Victor maybe. It's such a nice clean clear. And when you have tier, it's just like, it's so simple. Come through here. Enemy team trying to contest on the Herald. That first strike. We move through. Sivir finally getting a little bit of time. I knew if we got super late game, Sivir with the Static Shiv, surely she'll take over, you'd think. Surely, the late game. The late game Sivir. Second dragon of the game. Really good setup. So you can see we're on the second dragon. Nala's coming through and so is Cassante. I was just trying to zone here, and then you see the Jace look for the flank. Everybody getting pinged. Engage coming through. Look at that. This Cassio W really made it hard for me to play. I land the flick, but I can't really get much done. And I think the whole team got rinsed. Jace went down, bounty over. I was out of mana. And just try to look for a couple of these spams. Leona came through. I can't remember if I got her. Did I? Oh, she got a level up. That's right. And I was completely out of mana here. And this is what I'm saying. If you don't go the tier, you even faster. Like, the reason I'm here so fast is because I went tier 11 minutes rather than early. Over here having flash and everything up. I moved up, got Nautilus hooked, and then had to flash. This is such a bad play by me. So boosted. There's just no need. I just give tower, but I give my flash 5-minute cooldown, and I couldn't have even changed the play. It was so rough. Come through, Archangel. Starting to stack it up. Now, third item, situationally on Taliyah recently, I've been testing out Cosmic Drive. Cosmic Drive is one of the most cost-efficient, gold-efficient items in the game. And then when you proc the Cosmic Drive speed, it goes to like 160% cost effective. It's actually a really good item. So I've been testing around with that when I don't need something defensive like the Hourglass. Maokai comes through. I just keep my distance on this chick. Juke the ultimate as per usual. We grab that little kill for ourselves. Cassio just struggling. She can't really find a lane for herself. What am I? 6 and 1. 10 CS per minute. Game's looking very smooth. Grab the blue buff for myself. And you just want to keep on side laning. Jace took a 1v1 here. Sorry, as I'm gonna watch what I actually don't know what happened here. Jace. Yeah. Sante is just busted, bro. That's disgusting. $11-11. 2k gold lead. 2 dragon lead for my side, though. The priority here is just to stall until the next dragon. So I don't mind going for Mountain Soul. It's a pretty good win con. Mountain Soul is the best soul you can get, so... Like, clear that wave out. Top lane wave is crashing, and decided to grab that as well. So what I love about Taliyah is just how much resources. Like, I'm 200 farm at 19. As the Sivir goes down. I knew this game, it was going to be tough. Nyla was getting really far ahead. And Korean Nylas, I don't know what's happening. I never had this in OS, but They go Gale Force Collector, and they like Gale Force in with their ultimate and one-shot my whole team. I've never experienced this before. It must be meta, but it's so weird to verse. Seems strong as hell, though. We shove through. I think I grabbed this red. I'm like, screw this. This Sivir is absolutely griefing. Let me grab it. Then go back into the top lane. Had to be careful of the Cassante here. I didn't have any vision out. Just hard shoving waves, and then I was going to look to cut across. Didn't have flash. Come through. Hit that base, and I... Ping, ping, ping. Cassante's there, of course. Tried to kite it out. This was a really bad base by me. Like, just absolute noob, rookie fucking error base. Base looks the 1 minute cast, doesn't take it. So I don't know what happened here. Jace had TP. Maokai had ult. Jace had TP, Maokai ult. I was spamming Jace the TP. Maokai ult comes through. We can't engage. And the Sivir can't even auto. Gets fully CC. Jace doesn't TP. Whole team gets rinsed. Baron goes over. At this point, I was thinking this game may be lost. Triple kill. So Goldie went over to blue side, and I was like, I've probably lost this the game by getting picked. Jace didn't TP and just decided to split. Couldn't quite get bot lane tag. I get it. I kind of get... I didn't realize he was half health. It would have been a little bit hard, but still. I ult in there. I don't know what I was thinking yet. Just wanted to kill him before the dragon. Couldn't get it done. At this point, you're almost fully scaled on Taliyah. 3 items is when you take over the game. You'll 1v9 every game. Let's make sure to shove the lanes through. Enemy team grabs the 3rd dragon. I knew we needed this, but if I moved in here blind, I'd probably die. Not a good move by me at all. That is base. I think I had enough of Cosmic. And then side lane. And there's hope. At this stage, I just had to hope in the team fights because Nyla had 1,000 gold bounty. I just have to hope that Nyla just dashes into my rocks. You'd be surprised how many good players will just dash onto your rocks. Like, yes, there's only a diamond game or whatever, but still. Like, you'd think that players wouldn't dash into Taliyah E and they still do it. We come through into the side lane. Flash coming up again. Still playing passively. I don't know what happened here. Did I join or no? Sante down at the bot lane. Jace almost died. Team backed him up. I think I just hold Cassante, it's fine. Baron minion. So damn hard to clear, but it's fine. I have enough mana to spam. I'm still stacking that Archangel. Do you see how that 11-minute tier really ruined my tempo here because of the early Leandrews buy? Usually I would have it done by now, so I was just trying to stack that up. Jace TPs into the top lane there. I don't know what he was doing. Poor guy. Just spam. I'm like, please don't die. Please don't die. Flashes. Still dies. At that point, I'm stuck holding waves. Not much I could really do. I had TP though, so I was kind of just waiting. I walked out of vision here and TP'd, I think. Oh no, I got blue, that's right. And I remember them overextending and I was just doing blue and scouting. Cassante moved through, but I instantly ulted to look for the flank. Then, what happens here? That's right. Blue trinket flashed over. Flick landed on the Cassio, playing as slow as possible to wait and stall for the team. Mark ult comes through. And dude, when you're Taliyah, like when you've scaled like this on Taliyah, it feels you can impact the map from anywhere. The ultimate is so large. I moved through here a bit too aggressive, I think. I should have played that a little bit slower, right? And I just back up, try and play, and get that Nyla. This was awkward as hell. Look for the W. Got flashed by Cassante. Didn't know who to go for. We're still about 2k gold behind at this point, remember? As we go for the dubstep fadeaway. I don't think I should have chased here. I don't know. I knew Nyla was somewhere. She was worth 1,000 gold bounty, so I'm like, I really want it. They came through. I thought she was here. She wasn't here. Wait, oh, she went up here. I was wondering where the hell she went, because I was like so confused. I'm like, where did she go? She ran all the way up. And at this point, I think, what am I? I'm 3.5k gold ahead of the Casio. Most gold in the game. Nyla almost up with me. And at this stage, I saw that the Maokai... I saw that the Nautilus and the Cassante were getting MR. So I'm like, I just need Void ASAP here. Not going to be able to get room for the death cap. I love the celerity. The value you're getting on that celerity when you're roaming around, it just feels... I can feel how much extra movement speed I'm getting. I think it gives 7% extra movement speed on all like increased movement speed effects. So you're just getting so much value when you're zooming around like this. I'm not sure about the approach velocity. It feels like I do get a couple of good procs every now and then. Like Cosmic Insight is so valuable. I think we had Warden here. Yep. Zoom through. Nothing could be picked up. And at this point in the game, I'm just hoping enemy team make a mistake rather than making a mistake. A lot of the time in lower elos, guys, when I'm smurfing like this, like I will just wait for the enemy and they will make a mistake a lot of the time. They will outplay themselves by trying to be too, you know, trying to do too much. Sometimes let them do whatever they want and they'll just play into you and give you the play that you're looking for. You don't need to rush it too far. So I'd TP in here, which means you match Cassante. I was spam pinging, do Baron, do Baron, do Baron. Yeah, did I blue string it? I TP'd. This was a bad TP, by the way. If Cassante or someone was here, I was screwed, but we come through, Baron rush. I try to ult them away, and then for us to rush this, I don't think we would have got it. I think that would have been a bad call by me. Jace also got solid by Casio. So we're just pretty much in retreat mode here. I did have vision on the Nyla, got the flick. And you can see you don't really have much damage on Taliyah, do you? You just Q spamming and E spamming. Leona flashed in, but I got a really good E here and Hourglass. And I just start spam, spam, spam. Pretty interesting little choke point. Get the E out. I do go down. Gets the double though. And Civ is able to take down Nyla solid as. Cassante kills us and it's going to be 4 for 4? What happened here? I don't know why Civ didn't just base. Like, Jace TP's in as well, I think. Flashes, doesn't get... At this point, I was so tilted because that fight was really good and then 2 members died for nothing and we give over Vanilla Dragon. Absolutely tragic. Dead even gold as well. It's a good game. What was I sitting with? 1,400 gold. I didn't have enough for the Void. And I had to give the Dragon. Second Dragon, not too big of a deal. Baron's still up though. And you can see Sivir slowly coming into the game. I'm still not sold on the Sivir splash art. Do you guys like the Sivir splash art? I'm still not... I miss the old Sivir splash art. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like it. Never have, never will. Grab that blue buff. First time in the game I was like falling slightly behind on tempo. 270. I don't know if we'll avoid here. 270 at 29 minutes. Probably just because a couple of these silly fights I'm not split pushing. But we get the Void Staff. You can see the all blue build coming through clutch. Last item usually You can go Death Cap, you can go Hourglass, you can go Bear, anything situational. You need damage, you need utility. Morello can be a good one. I don't like Rylai's. I think Rylai's overrated item. The stats aren't really good on it, so I try and avoid that. So I have Flash in these fights. I can play a little bit more aggressively and just play up with my E. So I have positioned really far up here. Nautilus Hook landed, so I had to Flash. This was a bit of a misplay by me, but I knew if I could get in and press an E in the middle here. Like right here, you can see Nyla flashes in, Hex Trinker hit. And I ended up getting picked. Team on the other side, it was a completely split fight. And I don't know, I probably shouldn't have been up that far. Just kind of bait them in a little bit. And yeah, they get that team fight win and run it down mid. I was really nervous. I thought they could end here 100%. I'm like, they got fed 9 or 13 kills. Just protect the Nexus. Legit, Rakan almost died there by Collector. Nala still has the stopwatch, by the way. And I still don't have enough for the Hourglass quite. The Baron spawning. These dirty little cheeses. I don't know how I feel about Nyla. It seems good, but it's like, it feels like in Korea at the moment, it's just Nyla and Samira every single game. Either one of them just... Oh, I remember this. Nyla moved in, I put my E out, and I just kited back. Do you see here what I mean about wait for the enemy team to make a mistake? They gifted that over for no reason. Just ran down mid and just tried to kill me. 2 huge bounties picked up. As I was like, do we do Baron or do we end? 31 minutes. SKT would end here, so I'm like, fuck, let's just run it down and see what happens. Looking for a pick. I knew if we picked the Cassio, we'd win the game, but I couldn't quite find up. Double in here play. Really nice. Didn't want to risk going for the end. I think too many times I've lost games going for ends there. So I was like, ping, 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 Baron, Baron, Baron. I don't play with chat on, by the way. So I'm just perma communicating through pings. Look how much faster I am. Look at that, look at that beautiful surfboard. I'm so much faster than everybody. So I just rushed it. Said, what's up? This is the play. And then I had an ultimate, so I was like, do I cut them off? Sometimes you want to use your ultimate on Taliyah to try and cut them off. Pop that ultimate. Stuck Cassante up against the wall. Everybody pieced out. They couldn't quite get in. Nautilus flash for flash. Jace TP. Look at this guy. Did he really TP into base? Oh my god. I knew he did. This just tilted rewatching this. I was like 100 gold, I think, from... I wanted full Hourglass buy into end. Don't be afraid to leave base with 2k gold and just come out, get the extra 200 gold, then rebase. Missed the cannon as per usual. 300 CS, 33. Cassio is trying to keep up. Had my Hourglass here, but I knew I needed to keep the tempo. You can't get Baron and then take your foot off the pedal. You got to keep pushing with it. So instantly Hourglass into TP, and then we just look for the push. Someone here looked for the base here, the Jace. This Jace was pissing me off all game, bro. Free dragon, not bad. I didn't think they were going to try and contest. It's only 3rd dragon for them. I don't think it was worth going in for, but you can see I'm trying to posture behind. Always try and posture behind your front lane. Trying to get behind the Maokai and just spam. Q. Put the E out and just be a nuisance. Flash is in. And my team kited for me perfectly here. As soon as I put the E out in that team fight, I knew it was one. I think my room cleaner, my maid was spam pinging Q, bust that Nautilus, ult, into the E. And they just greeted on that. Only Cassio left here. I think I just spam ping. Let's end. Get that kill there. 13, 4, and 8. I think we wrapped it up. So that's it. That's the Prodigy. That's the 40-year-old man taking over Korean solo queue. If you want to watch the rest of the climb goes, make sure to tune into the stream this week. We'll be grinding most days. Aiming for maybe like Grandmaster before the reset. Split reset happens in a week. So I've got here a little bit early to try and hone my skills before the reset. And yeah. Thanks for watching, boys. I'll catch you on my next video. Peace.